everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Jasmine, if y'all don't know. And you know, while we're getting acquainted, why don't you go ahead and just hit the subscribe button. Hit it. But you know, and as you're doing that, this is what I do on my block. You cannot watch my videos unless you have some water, It's iridescent, not like that, but you hear all of that. And then I have something new. Since it's evening time, I have chamomile tea, and it's not just any chamomile tea. I know you're like, ugh, you got all your leaves and stuff and flowers out. I just put it in this mason jar. Usually it's a lot darker, but I put it in the mason jar because I had a little bit left over and I didn't want to waste it because I don't be wasting nothing. And then I had put it in my refrigerator. So this is like round 2. But I'm telling you, like, I did this one time before, and loose leaf teas changed my life. Y'all see how many boxes of tea that I have from like the regular grocery stores and stuff like that. It ain't nothing compared to a good loose leaf tea. I don't feel like I'm sent to talking to you guys, but it's nothing compared to a good loose leaf tea. And sorry for the echoing. I'll get into that in a moment. But I am now starting this new venture where I want to get into herbalism, and I want to find out more about medicinal uses for herbs. So I feel like that'll do me and my family like just really, really good, because I mean, it's just so many natural remedies to certain things. People have been diagnosed with cancer and don't have cancer, have, you know, treated their cancer with herbs and everything like that, HIV gone, you know, stuff. And with everything that's going around, and also too, I feel like with me working at the hospital, it's opened my eyes to see like, hey, maybe don't be so dependent on just going to the hospital and getting a quick fix. If I can do whatever I can to boost my immune system and to make myself stronger in the meantime, like, you know, hint, elderberry, then that's what I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna take that elderberry shot every single day, and I'm gonna go on about my business. And guess what? A shot of elderberry a day won't keep the doctor away. That's new. But yeah, so if y'all are not subscribed to my channel, I just pretty much I like to talk about, you know, what's gonna make you feel good on the inside out. That's just it. And that's just mentally, relationship wise, mentally, physically, all that jazz. So without further ado, this video I'm currently and if y'all see the setup that I got going on right now, it's not even a setup, it's just like, but if you notice my voice is echoing, it's empty in here. We cleared out a good amount of space, and that's because I was wanting to have like a new space of my own. My transition period really kind of wasn't like a transitional period. It literally was from me finding out that I was pregnant in my old apartment to moving into a house with Brandon, and bam, like that's how fast things kind of went. I did have a moment where I was just like, okay, so this is my new reality, and this is something that I have to, you know, adjust to. But now I'm on a venture of finding myself again, you know, post baby, and just post all the things that I've been through. So this is just like Jazz 2.0, and I couldn't be more happy. I couldn't be more excited. But right now, I need to feel inspired, and I need to do whatever I can do, just so I could feel comfortable pushing content out to you guys. Just so I could feel comfortable with all my new business ventures, and just goals that I want to have. Well, goals that I am setting for myself before I turn 25. And that is in 3 short months. I know, right? I know. Your girl's a woman. So, yes, I know. Hold on. I got all worked up. Got to drink some tea. But yeah. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty happy. Yeah. So with my last Motivational Mondays videos, I was talking about me selling cheesecake jars, and I sold them, and that was just something that really pushed me to say, okay, I can really do what my heart is calling me to do, what God is calling me to do. And I sold out my first time making cheesecake jars, that I went ahead and just decided to sell them again for a second time. And the second time I did pretty good. Meanwhile, I thought, like, oh, well, you know, I'm just going to sell a couple. My cousin hit me, like, as soon as I was like, okay, I'm selling them. She hit me and was like, okay, let me get 3. Never mind, let me get 6. I'm like, oh my God, like, really? So that was really good for me to experience, because I didn't know that I would be capable of crafting something and selling it to the public. If that like makes sense. I didn't know that I would be capable of creating something and outside people would want it. And that just goes into, you know, just have faith in yourself. And like I was reading today, I'm so nervous. Like, I'm so nervous because my anxiety has been high up about what to do with my life. Mind you, I am turning 25. I know this isn't like a midlife crisis, like, oh my God. But this is like a turning point in my life where I'm asking myself, what is it exactly that you really want to do? My main goals are to have my own business, to be more than successful enough to where my sons, kids, like, just so successful to the point where they will not have to worry. But I want that to be laid upon a foundation where they know what to do with this success. It's not just riches to them. It's just something more. How can we share? How can we impact somebody else's life? So I am calling that out for myself. But the anxiety is coming from, I want to be perfect, but it's coming from procrastination. And I get so worked up, and I get so like you know, like just scared, because I'm like, oh my God, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. And God he really just spoke to me. Let me see, I think it was Saturday. Mind you, today is Monday. Saturday I was listening to T.D. Jakes, and this is a passage that I've heard before. Or not a passage, but this is one of his shows that I've heard before. He spoke about how, you know, you have to have a changed mind, and, you know, that'll do you great benefit. He also spoke about how the Lord will chastise you, you know, how he will chastise you because he loves you. And I've always had these thoughts where I'm like, man, how come I can't do this and that? How come I can't be like my friends? How come I can't go here? How come I can't go there? And pretty much, you cannot compare your own story, to somebody else's. I'm sorry, I keep saying but you can't change. You're not in control, because at the end of the day, it's not about you. It's about, what are you willing to sacrifice for the Lord? When He's able to put His works and His way in you for your own better good, what are you willing to give up? And so I was just like, dang, I do need to have a changed mind, and I do need to listen. I need to listen when the Lord is telling me, don't do this, get up, go wash the dishes, go do this, just go ahead and get up. Because guess what? It works just like this, y'all. If I'm laying in the bed, sleep, and I just have that slight moment where something just goofy might happen, where a noise outside, or, Brandon might elbow me in my chin or in the back of my head, and I'll be ready to punch him in the face. And I'll be like, okay, let me just go on back to sleep. But for some reason, I done tossed the turn, and I cannot go back to sleep. But I'm still just laying there. Boom, next thing you know, about 10 minutes later, the baby will wake up. And I'm still just laying there, like, oh, nah. The baby will go back to sleep. No. So it's almost kind of like that, like, okay, here go the Lord dropping all these signs, like, get up, do something. And you're just like, no. The time will come, the right time will come when I'll just know, I know when, it's like, you're not in control. And I wish that analogy came across as how it did in my mind, but hopefully y'all got me. So yeah, so I was listening to that, and I was just like, dang, because it was just a lot of things that was just going in my head, like, what do I do? So fast forward, listening to Joyce Meyer, she said, you can't go off of what the next person has been through. And also too, you do have to make a move, because what you're not willing to do, the Lord will put it into somebody else, and boom, just like that, it's over. So today I was at work, and I'm back at work, and I got my Bible, y'all. It got my name on it, but like, it's all scratched up. But lately, like, I've been going through and I've been reading Proverbs. And so today, for I think either the third time, I had came across Proverbs 12. And this isn't verbatim what I read earlier, so it's gonna kind of be different for me to go over how I read it. So it says, Proverbs 12, boom, says immediately, whoever loves instruction loves knowledge, but he who hates correction is stupid. And I was just like, dang, like, when I first read that, I was like, stupid. So me being me, like, I had to go and like Google, like, okay, I know this really don't say that. I Googled it, yes, they do say stupid, plain and simple, it says stupid. So I was just like, okay, that was the first, like, like, boom. Then it says, the root of the righteous cannot be moved. Lord, I don't even know where to start. Pretty much, yesterday too, me and Brennan had got into this big debate where he was just like, Pretty much he didn't say it, but he was just like, I feel like you're being lazy. And I was just like, you can't be talking to me like I be being lazy because I got this baby and I be doing this and that and I gotta go do this and I gotta do that. As I'm saying it, I just felt like it was kind of redundant. Like, okay, I'm tired of hearing myself say the same thing over and over again. Mind you, I know what I need to do, and I hate for somebody to tell me, like, I hate that for somebody to tell me what I need to do. So I just was like, no, like, what are you trying to say? Because y'all know that if you already going through something mentally in your own, little mind, your own little world, and you just trying to get that person just to push you to the edge, that's what I was doing. I was creating this own negativity, and I let that fester, and I was going to feed that by just, like egging him on. So he's just like, so I'm just like, you need to just get away from me. You need to just listen to what I'm saying to you. I'm gonna do this and that on my time. You have no idea what being a breastfeeding mother is like. I mean, you can laugh at things, outside of, when they happen. I mean, it wasn't like a heated argument or anything like that. It just was like something that I wish, I kind of like it was just unnecessary, because I got a headache and I just found myself just like mad and heated and just like looking ugly. Like I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror and I was just looking so ugly, y'all. So I was just like, like it was unnecessary. So it was funny to me how this came across. It says, an excellent wife is the crown of her husband, but she who causes shame is like rottenness in his bones. So this goes into how we're not married, but this goes into how we're dating each other, and I told y'all that my goal is to be married. So this is how I need to present myself, how I need to move forward and past, my own insecurities or my own procrastination and my own flaws, is to consider the other person. So when it said it's like a rottenness to his bones, I just thought of how I don't like for either one of our family members to come over and the house is not neat. The house is not, it's not presentable, because that reflects on me as a woman. And I know y'all like, just listen to me. This is how I think. This is how I was raised. My dad, he cleaned up after himself. Yeah, after he got finished eating his dinner, he would take his plate, he would put it in the sink and stuff like that. I'm not saying to wait on a man hand to foot. I'm just saying to have a certain togetherness, like as a woman. Like that's our natural characteristics. Our natural characteristics are to be clean, to be nurturers, to take care of the household. So that's me holding it down, so I wouldn't want nobody to come over here, especially not his family. Not to say that, but not my family, not his family, because they just be and I don't need that. Like, and I'm a strong believer too. If you have a certain thing about your space, you need to bring that across to your partner, because I've seen situations where that wasn't the case, and here go all these outsiders saying this and that, and then you got the partner that's there while they talking about the other partner, and they're just like, yeah, I know what y'all saying because this is how the way I feel, but yet you're not discussing that with your partner, and vice versa. Like, if you know that you lazy and stuff like that, you need to be like, okay, we need to get this together. Like, we need to negotiate, we need to talk. So yes, so I'm just like that. And I would never, if this house is not pulled together, I would never want Brandon to be looked at in a shameful way. Like, oh, you don't know how to pickle? Oh, y'all dirty. Oh, our house never looked like this, or something like that, you know. And I'm not saying like our house is falling apart, like it's filthy or anything like that. It's just not up to my standards, and I do have high standards. My designated days to clean up are Wednesdays and Sundays, and not to mention if I see something out of place any other day, it's getting picked up. So yes, but my go-to days, like I have to clean up on Wednesdays and Sundays. Now, that's not, was saying certain things, the living room, the kitchen, they have priority, but over, kitchen, living room, bathrooms, they have priority. Because that's just like, we eat, we gotta do our business, and two, we might entertain. So those are the main things, and any normal person could relate to that. Like, but yeah, so that's what that is. So when I read that, I was just like, I don't want to be that to him. I just don't want to be that type of person. Then it says, a man will be satisfied with the good by the fruit of his mouth, and the recompense of a man's hands will be rendered to him. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he who heeds counsel is wise. A fool's wrath is known at once, but a prudent man covers shame. So I just noticed that, like, maybe I just don't need to be so tense all the time. I need to release this anxiety. My Bible's falling apart. Then what I read as far as my my procrastination or whatever goes, the version of the Bible that I was reading, they referred to it as slothfulness. So, or slothful. So I was just like, sloth? Who are you calling a sloth? So I had to, go, Google that, and I'm like, wait a minute, because I know this ain't like saying, what it's saying. Yes, it was saying what it was saying. Yes, it means lazy. It means lazy. It means, you don't have any type of regard in your movements. Like, you don't have a sense of urgency. You don't care. And that's the last thing I would want to come across as, because, like I said, if you don't put towards your dreams, faith without works is dead. If you don't push towards that yourself, God is gonna put it in somebody else, and boom, you and your laziness, your slothfulness, that has blocked your blessing. So I read that and I was just like, man, okay, Jazz needs to make some changes. So I'm gonna stop there with this. But yeah, I mean, it just says that it's like all a part of being righteous. Oh, this is another thing that stood out to me. This is Proverbs 12, verse 24. If you ever find yourself not wanting to do something and something's telling you, do it. You have to do it. Remember this. It says, the hand of the diligent will rule, but the lazy man will be put to forced labor. So I thought about that as, dang, do I want to continuously be forced to do, things that I don't want to do for the rest of my life? Like I said, a goal for mine is to I want to homeschool my baby. I want to teach my baby. I want to be a stay-at-home mother, but I want to have my own income. I want to still be able to provide for my baby 100%. Just period. Just period. And I'm not saying if or when. I'm just saying just period. So I need to haul booty. And then it says, verse 25, and this really spoke to me. It says, anxiety in the heart of a man causes depression. And when I just let things stack, I get depressed. And then when I get depressed, I get stagnant, and then nothing happens. So, and that's how the devil is able to control your mind. So a few years ago, I had bought this book, and it's called Grace Not Perfection. This book had spoke to me when, of course, initially when I first bought it, but now it's kind of calling me. And I like the fact that she does have Bible verses in here. I like the fact that she does have organization things in here. I like all of that. So I'm gonna work on reading this book. And it's so crazy that I didn't even get through it, and I've been having this book for 3 or 4 years. I didn't even get through this book. I'm only on page 71. Honey, I had referred this book to a friend, and she was like, oh, it's a page turner. It is so good. I love that book. And I was just like, so you finished it already? Okay. But it just wasn't speaking to me at the time, and I do think that this would be a good read to have on deck. So starting tonight, I'll go through and like read, you know. But I feel like I need to just have like some type of game plan going, and not knowing that not everything needs to be like go, but at least I need to have my things organized and just well prepared. This tea is so good, and I wish that y'all could see the little petals and the flower buds in here. It's just like, it's so beautiful. I didn't even mention this, but this is Farmhouse Teas. This is created by a woman. Her name is Cian. She is a farmer's wife. She's a mother, I believe it's 3. But she's a mother, hardworking, dedicated. She also homeschools her kids. She knows her stuff when it comes to the teas, because I'm telling y'all, she got the tea on the teas. Please buy her teas, and I'm not just saying that because there's a link down below in the description box. I'm saying that because they are thebomb.com. No oxidization. No oxidization. None of that. You get, I feel like from I ain't even gonna go that far back, but I've been drinking tea for a long time, y'all, and I'm telling y'all, it's been a while since I've actually really felt the tea. Like, I'm like, okay. Some of my box tea is like, okay, that's good. But this, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Something new. Never, no. But, yeah, so you guys, please check out her teas down below. I really do appreciate you all for watching this. I just wanted to share my own little situation of how I am trying to speak, existence into my dreams and my hopes, and how I was able to do one thing, and hopefully that was like a graduating step into my true hopes and dreams ahead. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Please stay hydrated, stay blessed, and I love y'all with all my heart. I'm sleepy, y'all can tell. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye.